Again, um, first off, this is for my pick three. If you look right up here, these are the rogues for basically for the flip program. Uh, all the dashes mean that they're repeats. The stars mean that it flipped from the previous draw. So over here in the first position, the the first position is this first string. String 1 is just the first digit. String 2 is the second digit. So you can see here I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Basically 8 of them it looks like that repeated, uh, which is repeats from here. So all the first ones here you would have set to a green. I'll do a kind of an after the fact type deal right here. Um, the next digit, which is the second square down, this one over here, you can see from the last draw to this draw, it was a flip, which indicates the star. So that one would have been red. The next one, the first digit, is a flip because it changed from zeros to a 1, so it flipped. And then the fourth digit also done a flip, so it would have been red. That should have been red, not green, because it flipped. And then the last digit was a repeat, so it should have been green. And then the second string, so this first one in the second string is the second number. So you can see where we had repeats, which it's not really going to count this one as a repeat on the second digit. So the 0, when it flipped, it became a 0 in this square, and then it repeated for the next couple draws. So it flipped, which would have been that star, and then after it flipped, it repeated for the next two draws. So that one there would have been a green. The next column over, which is the second one down, the next column over, which would have been a repeat. So, and you can see the draw before it flipped. So it flipped, and then we had a repeat after the flip. So this one here would have also been green. This one here, it flipped from one draw to the next. So it's going to show as a star. You can see where it flipped from a 1 to a 0 and then flipped back to a 1. That's why you have two back-to-back flips, because before that, the 1 repeated as a 1. So the 1 repeated as a 1. The fourth position over, we've basically had a flip and then two repeats after the flip. So your last one, your third one in, was your flip and then two repeats. So you had your flip and then you had your two repeats that followed. So that one there, this one here should have been a flip because it was a flip. This one here is your repeat. And the next one also was a repeat because it repeated. Your second digit repeated. 1 and 1 was a repeat. So if I right click the run, it'll only show one set. And when I show the view of it, it should show as a 759 as the set that popped up, which was the 759. So just for a little quick video basically to help you understand what's going on. You can see your lines and dashes. I think, and for me, it is easier to see these numbers as they come up. So in string 1, you're only wanting to look at the left side digit. In string 2, you're wanting to look at the right side digit. I mean, I've got multiple draws here. And then, of course, the rogue number here also matches. Like in this first position right here, the rogue has been a 2, and up here you can see where the rogue is a 10. But as far as the flip program goes, string 1 is the left side digits, and string 2 is the right side digits of these. So if you do your little chart like this, and you do the rogue values of it as 0 being a 0, 0. So this one up here, the second one in, the second number in on the rogue was a 0, 0. The third number over here was a 0, 0. So that's your 0 rogue. The 1 is a 0, 1. So anywhere you see a 0, 1 was because the 1 come up as your digit. But when it comes to the flip program, it's broke down into 2 sets. The left number is the first string. The right number is the second string. So hopefully that little explanation helps. When I'm typing it, I only have one working hand. My left hand got cut off 20 years ago, so it's reattached. It just doesn't type on the keyboard because I can't get my fingers straight enough to hit the keys and stuff. So I'm a one finger typer on the keyboard. So that's kind of a handicap. So sometimes when I get to typing, my one finger works faster than my brain, so I might mistype something every once in a while. But hopefully this helps you understand. String 1 is the left side digits, and string 2 is the right side digits. It takes 5 rogue values to come up with that 759. So if I was to show you my rogue values versus the lottery numbers, basically, actually you probably want this over here. So you can see where 0, 0, 0 is all zeros on the rogue. 0, 0, 1 is a 1. And just the way the rogue counts is the way these work. So hopefully that helps you understand what you're trying to do. Uh, get your little chart together like that, and you will be able to probably make better decisions. When you can see the numbers like this versus laying out as dashes and stars, yeah, it is a little tougher to understand what you're looking at if you can't see the number below it. If he had more room underneath each one of these squares, he could make that a 0 and a 1, or what, basically because it's only zeros and ones. These are basically the binary number for a 0, 1, 2, and a 3. There's only 2 digits for a binary for a single digit number. Hopefully this little video helps. I want to cut it short here. I will get it posted and a link provided, and hopefully I helped you out and you can make some better decisions from here. Good luck to everybody. This here is actually a great program. So good luck. We'll call it a video.